Chosen one, stop what you are doing. Put down your phone if you need to, but don't you dare scroll past this moment, because I need you to understand something that will change everything about how you see your life from this point forward. This is not another message you listen to in the background while cooking dinner or driving to work. This is me, your creator, stepping into your timeline to tell you something I have been waiting for you to hear. And if you walk away now, if you treat this like noise, you will miss the one word that could unlock the next decade of your life. Breathe, slow down your heart. I see you. I see the weight you carry that nobody else notices. I see the questions you ask in the quiet moments when you are alone. I see the confusion in your eyes when you look at where you are versus where you thought you would be by now. And today, I am interrupting your routine because you have been searching for purpose in all the wrong places. And I cannot watch you waste another year chasing shadows when I have already written your assignment in permanent ink. You didn't find this message. I led you here. You weren't scrolling randomly. I orchestrated this divine appointment. And the fact that something in your chest tightened the moment you started reading, the fact that your spirit suddenly became alert, that is not coincidence. That is recognition. Your soul recognizing my voice after too long of listening to everyone else's. Listen carefully. I am about to tell you what your purpose actually is, and it is going to contradict almost everything the world has taught you. It is going to challenge what success looks like in your mind. It is going to redefine what winning actually means. And when I am done, you are going to have to make a choice. You can either accept what I am telling you and let it redirect your entire life, or you can reject it and keep climbing ladders that are leaning against the wrong walls. Your purpose was never about the job title on your business card. Never. I didn't breathe life into you and place you on earth at this exact moment in history so you could collect titles that impress people at dinner parties. Titles are temporary. Titles are labels that other people give you based on what you do for 40 hours a week. But your purpose, your real purpose, the reason I created you specifically, that has nothing to do with what pays your bills. I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, but God, I have to work. I have responsibilities. I have bills to pay. I have people depending on me. And yes, you do. Work is good. Providing is honorable. Responsibility is necessary. But hear me clearly. Your job is not your purpose. Your job is a vehicle. Your career is a tool. Your profession is a platform. But it is not the reason you exist. You exist because I wanted you. I created you because creation was incomplete without you. I placed you here because there is something only you can carry, something only you can reveal, something only you can reveal, something only you can accomplish. And the reason you feel this constant restlessness, this nagging sense that there has to be more than this, is because you are right. There is more. You were designed for more. Not more money, not more status, not more recognition, more alignment, more intimacy with me, more revelation of who I am through who you are. That is the more your soul is craving. That is the more that keeps you up at night. That is the more that makes you feel like you are living someone else's life instead of your own. Let me tell you something that is going to sting a little bit. The approval you have been chasing from people, the validation you have been seeking from crowds, the applause you have been working so hard to earn, none of that has anything to do with your purpose. In fact, the more you chase approval, the further you get from alignment. Because approval is about pleasing people, purpose is about pleasing me. Approval changes based on trends, opinions, moods, seasons. Purpose doesn't change. Purpose is fixed, purpose is eternal. Purpose was decided before you were born, written before time began, sealed before you took your first breath. I wrote in Jeremiah 1-5, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Do you understand what that means? Before your parents met, I knew you. Before your DNA was assembled, I designed you. Before anyone saw you, I saw you. Before anyone named you, I called you. You were not an accident. You were not a surprise. You were not plan B. You were my idea, my design, my masterpiece. And I don't make mistakes. I don't create people randomly and then figure out what to do with them later. I create with intention. I create with purpose. I create with precision. So when I tell you that your purpose is not tied to what the world celebrates, I mean it. The world celebrates wealth. I celebrate obedience. The world celebrates fame. I celebrate faithfulness. The world celebrates power. I celebrate humility. The world celebrates independence. I celebrate dependence on me. The world celebrates climbing. I celebrate surrendering. Do you see the difference? The world's scorecard and my scorecard are completely opposite. And you have been exhausting yourself trying to win on the world's scorecard while ignoring mine. That is why certain environments no longer feel right to you. That is why certain relationships started feeling draining. That is why certain opportunities that used to excite you now feel empty. It is not because something is wrong with you. It is because something is right with you. Your spirit is waking up. Your discernment is sharpening. Your appetite is changing. What used to satisfy you doesn't anymore, because I am recalibrating your desires to match your calling. I am shifting your hunger from temporary things to eternal things, from surface things to deep things, from impressive things to important things. And I know this shift has been uncomfortable. I know you have felt guilty for outgrowing people. I know you have questioned whether you are being judgmental or stuck up or too serious, but you are not. You are being pruned. I am cutting away what doesn't belong, so what does belong can flourish. I am removing distractions so you can focus. I am closing wrong doors so you stop wasting energy trying to force them open. This isn't punishment. This is preparation. This isn't me being harsh. This is me being intentional. Think about the battles you have faced in the last few years. The betrayals, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, the losses. You thought those were setbacks. You thought those were punishments. You thought those were signs that I had abandoned you, but you were wrong. Those were not accidents. Those were assignments. I allowed every single one of those battles for a specific reason. Not to break you, but to build you. Not to destroy you, but to develop you. Not to hurt you, but to prepare you. Every battle taught you something. Every heartbreak revealed something. Every loss strengthened something. The betrayal taught you discernment. The disappointment taught you resilience. The heartbreak taught you that people are not your source. I am. The loss taught you to hold things loosely, because everything except me is temporary. You didn't just survive those seasons. You graduated from them. You earned capacity you didn't have before. You developed strength you couldn't access before. You gained wisdom you wouldn't have learned any other way. And now, right now, you are standing at the edge of the next level. But you cannot bring the old version of yourself into the new season. That is why the preparation has been so intense. That is why the process has been so thorough. That is why the pruning has been so aggressive. I am not letting you stay the same because staying the same would sabotage where I am taking you. The next level requires a different version of you. A stronger version, a wiser version, a more surrendered version. And I have spent the last however many months or years shaping you into that version. Now, let me tell you what your actual purpose is. And if you are really paying attention, if you are really letting this land, this is going to change everything. Your purpose is not a destination. It is not a goal you reach one day and then you are done. Your purpose is a posture. It is a way of living. It is a daily decision. Your purpose is to walk with me, not ahead of me, trying to figure everything out on your own. Not behind me, dragging your feet in fear and doubt, but with me, beside me, connected to me, in rhythm with me. That is purpose. That is alignment. That is what you were created for. Your purpose is to know me deeply, not know about me, not know facts about me, not know Bible verses about me, but know me intimately, personally. The way you know someone you spend time with every single day. The way you know someone whose voice you recognize immediately. The way you know someone whose presence changes the atmosphere when they walk into a room. That is how I want you to know me. And when you know me like that, everything else starts making sense. Confusion clears. Anxiety settles. Decisions become easier. Peace becomes your default. Your purpose is to reflect me wherever you go, in your workplace, in your home, in your relationships, in your struggles, in your victories, in your normal, boring, regular Tuesday afternoon. People should be able to look at your life and see evidence of me, not because you are perfect, not because you never mess up, not because you have it all figured out, but because there is something different about you, something they cannot explain, something that doesn't make sense based on what you have been through. That difference is me. That is my presence. That is my fingerprint on your life, and that is purpose. Your purpose is to love people the way I love people. Unconditionally, patiently, generously, even when they don't deserve it, even when they don't appreciate it, even when they misunderstand you or betray you or walk away. You are called to love anyway, because love is not a feeling, love is a decision, love is obedience. And when you love the way I love, you reveal me to a world that desperately needs to see me but doesn't know where to look. Your purpose is to live differently, not weird, not disconnected, not holier than thou, but different in a way that matters, different in your integrity, different in your peace, different in your joy despite circumstances, different in your faithfulness when everyone else is faking, different in your endurance when everyone else is quitting, different in your hope when everyone else is despairing. That kind of different doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from staying connected to me. It comes from letting me live through you instead of trying to impress me with what you do for me. Now, here is what I need you to understand about this purpose. It is not glamorous. It is not going to trend on social media. It is not going to get you awards or accolades or standing ovations. Most days, it is going to look boring. It is going to look like showing up, like doing the next right thing, like choosing obedience when no one's watching, like forgiving when it would feel better to hold a grudge, like serving when you are tired, like trusting when you are scared, like believing when everything looks impossible. That is what purpose looks like in real life. It is not a highlight reel. It is a steady, faithful, quiet walk with me through every season, every storm, every valley, every mountain. And I know that doesn't sound exciting to your flesh. I know that doesn't appeal to the part of you that wants to be seen, to be recognized, to be celebrated. But chosen one, listen to me. The applause of heaven is worth more than the applause of earth. My approval matters more than their approval. My well done is worth more than their standing ovation. And when you finally stand before me and I say, well done, good and faithful servant. That moment will make every sacrifice worth it. Every misunderstanding worth it, every lonely season worth it, every hard choice worth it. So right now, today, I am calling you back to your purpose. I am calling you out of the noise. I am calling you away from the distractions. I am calling you home to alignment. And alignment looks like this. You wake up every morning and your first conversation is with me, not your phone. You make decisions based on what I am saying, not what people are expecting. You spend your time on what matters to me, not just what feels urgent to you. You invest your energy into what lasts, not what is trending. You build your life on my word, not on your feelings. Alignment means you stop chasing, you stop forcing, you stop manipulating, you stop performing. You rest in knowing that what is meant for you will find you because I am orchestrating your life. You trust my timing even when it is slower than yours. You trust my no even when you wanted a yes. You trust my redirection even when you don't understand it. You trust my silence even when you are craving my voice. That is alignment. That is maturity. That is purpose in action. And when you live like this, something shifts, the pressure lifts, the anxiety decreases. The confusion clears because you are no longer trying to figure out your purpose. You are living it. You are not trying to find your calling. You are walking in it. You are not trying to discover your assignment. You are fulfilling it. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one act of obedience at a time. I need to tell you something before we finish. Some of you have been feeling like you are behind, like you have wasted time, like you have missed opportunities, like you have made too many mistakes for me to still use you. And that is a lie straight from the enemy. You are not behind. You are exactly where I can reach you. You have not wasted time. I have been using every season, even the messy ones, to prepare you. You have not missed opportunities. The right opportunities are still coming. You have not made too many mistakes for me to use you. I specialize in using imperfect people for perfect purposes. Moses murdered someone, and I used him to deliver a nation. David committed adultery and murder, and I called him a man after my own heart. Peter denied me 3 times, and I built my church on him. Paul killed Christians, and I turned him into the greatest missionary in history. Your past does not disqualify you. Your mistakes do not cancel your calling. Your failures do not erase your purpose. If anything, they make you more qualified because now you understand grace. Now you understand redemption. Now you understand that it is not about you being perfect. It is about me being faithful. So, stop looking at where you have been and start looking at where I am taking you. Stop replaying your mistakes and start receiving my mercy. Stop punishing yourself for what I have already forgiven. The enemy wants you stuck in shame because shame keeps you small. Shame keeps you silent. Shame keeps you hidden. But I didn't call you to hide. I called you to shine. I didn't call you to shrink. I called you to rise. I didn't call you to stay stuck. I called you to move forward.